Hello everybody and welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tina and it is a beautiful day to be creating with you. I am here for part 2 of this layout. There's a lot of details and a lot of cuts, so the assembly with putting everything together just takes a little bit longer, and I didn't want the video to go that long, so what I'll do is I'm going to link the other video in the comments so that you can see the assembly of the left page of this. Now, this is a remixed video or layout for this video. I am remixing a Hope and Kindness layout. And I'm going to be trying to do that all through 2024 with the scrapbooking workshops, doing something in the scrapbooking workshop, recreating a remix with them, as well as doing my own layout that I'm just going to give myself everything that I want all the things to do. All right, so I'm going to focus on this one. I can actually move this out of the way, but I'll bring it back in. Okay, so I feel like the pressure is completely off. I already shared how to put this. Let me slide this out. There we go. I already shared that this back page here is gutted, so please keep in mind you are watching the second video, and it might be better to watch them in order. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put some adhesive on this, and I never get my adhesive where I'm supposed to, so you guys will get to see me tape the back again, but I like to do that for the stability anyway. All right. I got to go to Longwood Gardens with my husband on Saturday, and this is a Monday, and I'm already scrapbooking it, and all I can tell you is that is not my life. As you'll watch me scrapbook my children in their 20s, and I'll be like, oh, look, this is when Jacob was 5. That's more my life. So it's pretty exciting that I'm scrapbooking so many current things that I have over these next few weeks with you. Lots of scrapbooking with lots of different things. Okay. This is just washi tape, and I really don't use washi tape in my crafting anymore. I think my washi tape phase is kind of over, but one of the things that I do with washi tape is I kind of use it as a tool, and that's what I'm doing now. So my washi tape is always on the way out, and I tend to buy it, you know, whatever is on sale when I go to get it, because I don't use it in a way that you're ever going to see it. All right, there we go. All right, I have a lot of pieces here, and once again, this is my inspiration. And then what I did was, I like to use the guts, if you will, or take just a little piece of inspiration from it, and then kind of do my own thing, but hit some highlights. I laid my layout out, I snapped a picture, and then I sent it right to my printer. That kind of helps me remember what I was thinking as I put it together. My photos have been cut down, these smaller ones, to 2.5 by 3.5. I used my selfie. So I'm gonna play, I always like to call this decrease the pieces. And these pieces here in the back, these are all 3x4s. Here we go. And I have another piece of one of the stickers that I used, and I took 1/8 of an inch on this side of silver glitter paper, and I kind of just ripped it and put it where I have an expectation that it's gonna go. All 4 of my pictures, the same size. The mats underneath, the white mats that I am putting them on, are 2 3/4 by 3 3/4. And then right onto another mat that is 3x4. And then this too is a 3x4. All right. I'm going to just kind of work with the photo ones first. That picture got turned upside down. I didn't know if glad I caught it before, huh? Okay. Normally, I would try to lay all my pieces out and turn them all upside down and just put my adhesive on them at the same time. All right, another 3x4, and this is with that exclusive paper that is only available in the Scrapbook Workshop. That's why I really like the Scrapbook Workshop. I like the exclusive papers and I love the die cuts. Okay. I've made some changes to the layout. So we have those. That's a sticker. This is a 3/4 inch piece of the exclusive, one of the exclusive papers. We got quite a few. And this is 7/8 of an inch of charcoal, just to bring in, you know, the contrasting of that. I think made it really stand out. It made the, my stamping look really good. Okay, 1/8 of an inch of glitter. Here's my sticker. Celebrate the season. I'm going to add a little bit of liquid adhesive to this. I'll be trimming this off. This is going to go on my sticker. I'm actually going to cover this up. So, yeah, I'm going to probably get some, now, if my sticker was a little off, I don't know if it's meant to be that way. But by putting that underneath, I can still see a little bit of the charcoal. I don't know if it was meant to be that way, but I ended up really liking it. And I'm going to let it sit right here because it's okay, because I'm not going to be using that. All right, or I'm not going to be seeing that. This is one of the die cuts, and we are going to add another one. This die cut here with some foam tape. I really do want my pictures to be the star of the show here. Okay, a little hello from my airport just across the way there. All right, now this here is one of the die cuts, and what I want to do is I want to leave, it's not quite 1/4 of an inch. Just kind of, if you want to draw it all out, you can draw it all out. If you can be a little forgiving with yourself, I think you'll find it pretty freeing. There you go. I'm going to say that that is close enough. Is it even? No. Is it close enough? It sure is. All right. Okay. And this here is just me kind of saying there's an embellishment here. There's an embellishment here. This little bit is here. That's all I do. I don't try to make something exact. Okay. Now, this is actually pretty cool because these are both 3 and 3x4s. I'm going to offset this underneath piece here just a little bit. We're going to be doing that in 2 of these corners. There we go. But the piece that I'm going to use to line up is actually this one here. All right, I'm going to do the same thing here. Just leaving that 1/4 or so there. All right, and the one that I'm going to use for this one is the same thing. I'm going to use that back one. All right, let's make a little, we're going to call it, let's just make an embellishment. How's that sound? All right, put that over there. All right, I have the bright sticker. I took the adhesive off. I added some foam tape. I have 2 dovetails from the die cut. I have an 1/8 of an inch of glitter, a piece of the zip strip, the 3x4 charcoal, and this is half of the die cut that is on there. That is in your pack. Let's see. It might be, let me give you a measurement on that instead of saying it's half. I don't think it's quite half. All right, this part comes to 2.5. So when you measure from here to here, 2.5. All right, and we are going to go ahead and create this embellishment. I think I might want to put this on first. All right, go ahead and put a little bit of adhesive on your zip. This is a really pretty zip too. All right, I know I have adhesive on this, but it's okay. We're going to cover the edge, go all the way to the edge there, and then just trim off the extra. There we go. And then we have this, and then put this, center that, top and bottom. We'll put that right on there. There we go. Now we're going to take this We probably should have done that before we put it down as well, but that's okay. There we go. This is one of the reasons I love my precision tip scissors, because I do this a lot. All right, there we go. I'm just gonna hold it. So I'm not by a big airport. I'm by an airport that has a flight school. So I get some of that on some days. There we go. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. I might have to go take pictures of the planes someday and scrapbook those. I like to sometimes watch the air show in my backyard. All right, here we go. And now I'm going to add this portion first. I want this to barely stick out. So I don't want almost all of this. So I'm going to just kind of turn these and cut off a pretty, I don't know, that's about an inch. All right, we'll see if this is good. I'm going to attach these together with just a little bit of adhesive. Just like this. There we go. And then this is going to stick right to this foam tape. I have 2 pieces of foam tape here. We're going to pick it up like that. There we go. And then it's going to come right over here. Like so. There we go. Isn't that cute? All right, and we're going to add some bling to that, but that'll go down. This is actually goes on top of the photograph. And so this was the perfect photograph for that. All right, I feel like we're matched up enough that we can go ahead and start to put all this down. Lots of pieces in this one. But they're great. And I feel like, you know, when you have a layout that you really like, you want to use that again and again. So I'll definitely be going through quite a lot of sketches because I am going to be doing a ton of scrapbooking. All right. Just making sure that I have that all the way around. And then this is going to come across here and it's just going to go onto the white. So what I'm going to do is here we go. I'm going to go ahead and cut that down. I'm going to make sure I get the right size before I cut 10 1/4. Okay. And I will save this extra piece. I actually put these together like this in mind because now I have a dovetail piece with that extra. So I do that a lot. I mean, I know it's going to match. All right. We're going to go ahead and put our pieces in. I just want to line these up and make sure that I have them. I'm going to be leaving about 1/8 of an inch or so there. And then 1/8 or an inch or so. It's probably more like 3/8, but I want to make sure that I'm all laid out. I'm using the bottom for the measurement. So this way, by laying it all out, when I put those pieces on, I'll know that I have them where I want them to be. Okay. I think this is looking pretty good. Okay. I feel like these two are kind of the most important to anchor everything. So I just want to kind of get those on first. There we go. This one. It's nice seeing it all come together. So this these pictures of the two of us were taken in the actual house. The grounds are just amazing there, but the house in itself is unbelievable. To think of, you know, how they lived was pretty impressive, I'll tell you that. But yeah, I'll look forward to sharing more. All right, I'm gonna leave about it's a little more than it's a heavy eighth. We're gonna call it a heavy eighth. There we go. Look at that. It really, that charcoal really brings it all together. Okay, here's that die cut that we cut down. All right. And this is gonna come over like this. I'm gonna move that up a little bit right there. And I wanna support the end. So I'm gonna put a really thin piece of foam tape there, because it's going to hang over those multiple layers. So I just have a piece of foam tape, and I'm putting it on the very edge. There we go. And I'm putting this down towards the bottom, closer to the bottom. But up a little higher than, oh, no, let's put it towards the bottom. There we go. Okay, put that there. All right. And we have that celebrate the season. And you can, if your piece is a little long, I'm just going to do this little diagonal cut instead of cutting it all the way off. So it's cut with that little diagonal. And we could put this on foam tape. I mean, the real reason is because we can. I have so enjoyed working with this. This is, I got to do a lot of cards with the silver bells, and I love them. They're so pretty. It just seems like whatever you put with it, because the palette is so soft, it just works. All right, I want the celebrate the season. I don't want to stay completely all the way over here. I want that celebrate the season to be down here, but I think I'll go ahead and put my circle on first. That way, if I have to move that over, it's good. There we go. That's going to look great, and that was on with some foam tape, so we already have some dimension. All right, we'll pick this up with it. There we go. I'm going to put a tiny piece of foam tape to support that foil. There we go, that foil sticker. Here we go. I wonder, can you guys hear the aircraft? If I had known, I would have planned my video another time, but I never know. All right, so now I'm going to put this down here. I think this is looking really good. I'm once again just really happy with this collection and what I've gotten to do. All right, so here is the, and I'm going to cut this on a diagonal here at the end. Here's that sticker, that kind of 1/2-inch border sticker. And then I have a little bit of 1/8 of an inch silver glitter. All right, and it goes right on top of the photo. Not at the very, very top. Leave a little bit of a gap and then put it, because it's white, you can go all the way into the white if you're remixing this with something else. I may put some dots on around this. I haven't decided yet. There we go. Make sure it's straight. And then I have this little piece of the silver glitter that's going to stick out on that. Just a little bit of liquid adhesive. It's going to stick out just a little bit further, not much. Just adding those additional touches. All right, I have the mink leaves now, and I'm going to want to do some tucking on these. I like to just cut the bottoms off. When I go to put them on something and I'm, adding extra, I like to just say, okay, how is this going to work? And I often will use glue dots, but I just start adding, my extra little stuff. I'm going to cut this one off too. There we go. That looks great. see if I would like to add some leaf up here. You know, there's a smaller leaf in the stickers. Let's grab those stickers really quickly. There we go. All right, there are some smaller leaves in here. These little guys right here. I think I'll go ahead and add 2 of those tucked under here. There we go. I like all that. Isn't that fabulous? All right. I strongly feel like I'm done. I lost my little blessed though, and I can't, we're just going to cut a new one because it's so tiny. So with the Stampin' Thin Cut set, you actually do get a blessed and a cherished, and you even get the thin cuts. You get the thin cuts to make them, and they're all perfect, but I just fussy cut them. So I'm just going to cut a new one out here because I stamped 12-inch strips of White Daisy with the charcoal for this because I kind of thought I would probably, I like words. I kind of thought I would probably use those quite a bit. All right. So I'm going to put that blessed right up here. It's perfect. Love it. All right. So we are going to add some of our twine. And we will add some of these gorgeous, gorgeous gems. I love the bling for this collection because they're all glitter. That's why. I really like them because every single one of them are glitter gems, and those are my favorite. Oh, these hoops are a little too big. My loops are just a little too big. There we go. I'll just bring that. See how I just kind of pulled that off? And then I was able to bring that in and get those to a better size for my liking. There we go. And I'm going to put this right down here. Once again, I'm just lifting. I'm just going to shove it under there and hold it and come out. There we go. I don't think I'm going to add any to that one there. I think that's going to do it for me. And let's add some bling. I love the bling. I absolutely love the bling. This is probably my favorite thing in the whole new catalog. This was probably my favorite thing. All right, I want to use one of the medium of these, the dark, on this. Here we go. And then I would like to add a small one as well right there. And then we'll add another medium one right here at the top. Okay, over here, let's treat this with some love. I like to use the big ones, and then I hide them a little. If I think they're just a little too big, I kind of like tuck them under so that, you know, they're not all there, but they're peeking out and they're looking really nice. All right, I am using a lot of the small white. So I will make myself swap off now and, you know, kind of use, so that I'm using more, using them more equally. All right, we'll put the white one over here and we'll finish it with a small one here. And I think that's gonna do it for me. Oh yeah, that's got all the things, but I think I want to add, I want to add a little bling right up here too. I think, let's see. I think it looks good exactly the way it is. We're going to put one here instead. And then I want to grab a medium. And there we go. Okay, let's bring in the left page that we did in that first video and put these right next to each other so we can see them together. And there it is, my first year. I guess I can, let's move these Versamats out of here. There we go. My first year gone to Longwood Gardens, and it sure did not disappoint. I'm loving this collection. I hope that you guys found this video helpful or inspiring, and I sure would appreciate if you would hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. It really helps me out here in the YouTube community, and I will look forward to another time of crafting with you and enjoying the journey. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.